This is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and it is Friday night, July the 27th. Let's do some art. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. Today was a busy day. I was gone most of the day. I had some things I had to get done. I had an appointment and I went to Walmart and I had to go to the bank. All of those important things in life. This is my summertime page, following along with Becky, her summertime art journal in July and August. This was week 4. So I'm pretty happy with it. Now, speaking of summertime, we do have a video hop tomorrow morning, starting at 5:30 a.m. Central Time. I will be on live at 4:30 a.m. to introduce it, but the video hop itself it's not a live stream hop, it's a video hop. But the theme is summertime. So we are right in the middle of summer. Yes. How fun is this, Ben? Let me put this over here. Hi, Riri. Hi, Beth Schuler. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my desk. I hope you're headed off to a good weekend. I have some happy mail from Becky. I can't show the other side because it has addresses on it, but there's just a piece of gold washi glittery tape running across it, and then the addresses. So let's open this, shall we? And then I'll show you my Walmart haul. I didn't have time to get to the thrift store. I wanted to go to the thrift store, but I guess that'll happen next week. I did get quite a bit at Walmart. I kind of stocked up because I don't know, I may not be going for a little bit yet. So let's see what Becky sent. I think she's sending people who participate in her summertime journal project some little freebies to put in it. So maybe I'll use this next week. Look at that, beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? So maybe these will go in on my summertime journal page next week. Oh, she did a nice job of that. And Gloria's creative workshop. Just a little tag. Buy low. Repost by Gloria Perel. Porcelain dolls and classes. Gloria's creative workshop. Gloria Perritt, P-E-R-R-I-T-T, in Pickens, South Carolina. Oh, look, she sent some ATCs. Let's look at what she sent. This might go on my next page, coming up this Wednesday. Hi, Lynn J. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good evening. Morning, night, tomato, tomato, potato, potato, morning, night. Hi, Trace. Welcome, Trace. Hi, Janet. There's Janet. All right, she sent some. Let's look at the ATCs first. The gifts of nature. Enjoy the gifts of nature. Very cool. Thank you, Becky. And then this one is a face. Very cool. She's got her hair in a bun. And oh, look, she sent her sunshine stamp. A pink poodle. A ticket. Some punch tickets. She might have made these tickets herself. Oh, these are fun. Some punched, looks like another punch ticket or tag. And these look like some inchies with little hearts on them. Oh, and here's a Paris Eiffel Tower die cut. And some punched birdies. Some punched birdies. Yeah. How cute are these? Little die cuts and some feathers. Some die cut feathers. How cool are these, Becky? Thank you so much. Just a little thank you for playing along with me on my summertime journal project. I hope you will enjoy the goodies. Well, you know I will, Becky. In fact, I might use the back of her envelope. Well, I might use the front of it too, and maybe I'll put feathers on the addresses or something. Or we might use it just like that. And I think she's already put, no, she kind of, I think, told us what she needs for next week, but I don't think she had the supplies list out yet. But I think she said she's going to make a pocket next week. Hi, Roy. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Candy. Welcome, welcome. Hi, 54, Nancy. Hudson Sailor, 54. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, thank you, Becky. And of course, this card will go on. This card is just beautiful. It will go on the page next week. It's going to be a Happy Mail page. All right, so that's my Happy Mail. My Happy Mail show and tell. Now I got a Walmart haul, and it's a fairly large one, I confess. But I got these buckets for 50 cents a piece. So I decided to get 4 of them, because they'll hold quite a bit. And Becky was saying how she puts her journals in here. So I might take my journals off my shelf up there and give me my little mini journals and give me an extra space. And then I'll always know where to fit my journals. Get my journals. So I got 4 of these, 50 cents a piece. I thought that was a pretty good buy at Walmart. And let's look in the bag. I actually got 2 skeins of this. I paid full price for it. It was about $5 and some cents, $5.37 or something like that. But I thought that would make another pretty shawl. They give a shawl pattern here. This is a different one. One package should make this shawl. I don't know if I'll make this one or not. Shawl in a ball. It's called Shawl in a Ball. I got 2 of them because the pattern I'm using for that Whispering Arrows calls for 600 yards, 650 yards, and I think this is 400 and well, I saw it on here. $481 yards. But this is a kind of a light, a thinner yarn, and for a shawl, I think that will be a fall shawl. So I got 2 of those. The other one's not in here. I got some more needles because I like these big craft needles, and I have a hard time finding these, but I do find them on the rack, but they must sell out pretty fast. And then I bought some Royal Langnickel because I'm hard on my brushes, some watercolor brushes, but I'll probably use them for craft. I like the thin ones. I didn't want to buy just a package of thin ones. They had a package of thin ones, but if you paid $1 or more, you got these with them. So I got those. And then I got some little teeny charms. I'm going to put these little teeny charms on that bead doll. We might do that tonight. I bought a pair of scissors because they were for $1. They were $1. They were in the dollar bin. Fiskars. And then I got some, these were 77 cents. I got 2 of them. Roses, I thought they'd be good jelly print. And I'm going to get my jelly plate out here pretty soon again and do some more jelly printing. So that's in that sack. Got another sack. I'm going to put this one back in the bucket. This one was in the bucket. I didn't have time to get to the thrift store, so I spent most of my money in Walmart. Here's that other yarn, shawl in a ball, and then this was on their sale rack. This normally costs about $5 a yard. I think it cost me $3 something. So I bought 2 yards of it, and I thought it would be fun to cover one of those tea boxes with this. So that's an upcoming project. I did buy me some more scissors. I can't have too many scissors around here. So I know I got the ones that Sue sent me, but you know, I use those for fabric only, and I have the ones that Deborah Brand sent me, the big long ones from Tim Holtz. These big huge guys. I like these. Oops, but I'm careful with what I use my Gifty scissors on. And let's see. But these are ones that I'll just reach for, like if I can't find my, like right now I don't know where my red handled scissors are that I use for cutting carpet tape. I'll get these messed up real fast. I'm going to put them over here. I got some more white paint. Paint is getting pretty scarce on the shelves. I bought some safety pins because we're going to carve a safety pin eraser. We'll keep that out. So this is going to go in the bucket. And this will go on my paint stand. Now I might put it over on the other stand. And I got one more bag here. I bought some more document folders. I bought some because Dee Dee was using them. Some big Crayola markers. Some fat ones. I'm going to try these. Got some of those. I bought some. I'm always buying these. I think I got 3 packages of those. Pen Plus Gear pens. I bought a Pen Plus Gear pencil sharpener. I bought some bobby pins. I bought a 50-cent Blue Bonnet paint. And let's see, what else did I buy here? Not very much more. I bought 2 of these spray bottles. I'm going to try to put my walnut spray in one of these. Not tonight. I don't know if, hopefully this'll, I don't think you can adjust the, yeah you can. We'll see how this sprays. Before I put walnut in here, I'll see how it sprays. And the last thing I got of my haul was a little Mead book because I want to do another flip journal. And I wanted a small book where the pages turned really fast. And this one seems to fit the order. So I'm going to be playing with that. Not tonight, but in one of my streams. So that's my Walmart haul. Put my bobby pins in the drawer here. I use these bobby pins up pretty fast. These will, I'm going to put over here in my cart for right now. Okay. Document folders. Put those back behind me. And these are going to go over here on my shelf. Who's came in? Becky. Hi, Becky. You just found out your sister may have cancer and one of my brothers may have MS. Oh, Becky. Oh, my goodness, Becky. Just life messed up. Yeah. Well, sending out good thoughts and prayers to your family, to your sister and your brother, and to you, and Scott. And Becky, did you see I opened your Happy Mail? I did it right at the very first. Thank you so much for, it's going to go on my summertime page next week, I think. Yeah, Trace says, Becky, it never rains, but it pours. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, welcome. Did Ruth come in here? Hi, Ruth. Samantha, come in here. Hi, Samantha. I want to say good morning. Candy's here. Got to straighten out your mother-in-law's checking account. Thank you, Janet. Isn't that yarn nice? That's a Lion brand yarn. Let me reach for it again here. It's a Lion brand yarn. I liked it when I saw it. It was on the end cap. It's called Shawl in a Ball. And one ball makes one shawl. 58% cotton, 39% acrylic, 3% other fibers. To create project, hashtag L5172 featured above. Visit lionbrand.com. Hashtag L5172. I don't know if the pattern's on the back too. There's some writing on the back, so they might have it on the back too. They might have a video or something. I wasn't planning on doing this shawl. I don't really like the big collar. I was thinking maybe another Whispering Arrows or a similar corner to corner. Those are going real fast. I'm on row 20, I believe, on mine. I worked on it a little tonight just to relax after I got home. Sending prayers and hugs to you. Yeah. Ruth said, ladies, I'm on my way to bed. Had my monthly cancer treatment yesterday, so I'm not up to snuff today. Oh, hugs, Ruth. Just something to, but aren't you glad it's over with? Just thought I'd drop in and say hi. I'm fine. It's not a dangerous cancer. Good, Ruth. I'm glad to hear that. But sending out prayers, I know when you have to do anything medical related, even though it may not be dangerous, it's still tiresome and a pest. So we'll be thinking of you. Thank you, Beth Schuler. Yeah, go get some rest, Ruth. We're here on the replay. We're here. we're here all the time. So, all right. So I started my second set of postcards the other day. I don't remember what color I put on the background, but whatever color I put on the background, what color did I put on there? Coral. Oh, yellow and coral. I'll have to fix that corner I peeked. So let's tear off the papers. And I think I'll do a Rolodex card tonight, if I can find my people. And we're going to do a suspect list for our Phibbsville story. We may not do much more than that, but we're going to create we killed off our Joshua Charles Young, I think his name is. I'll have to check again to make sure I got that right. But Bandit, our little kitty Bandit, came trolloping in. He's always finding things, and he had a wallet in his mouth. And he drug it in, and Officer Orville happened to be in the... This is our Phibbsville story. Just recapping what we came up with last Friday night. Officer Orville happened to be in the room, and he dropped that wallet at Officer Orville's feet. And of course it was all wet and soggy, and Officer Orville thought he'd better check it out. He thought since it was wet, he might need to go check our stream of dreams. River of dreams, according to Mina. Jana, Becky posted a shawl link above. Oh, let me check it out, Becky. Let me check that out. Oh, that's the download. I can't see. Do you have something that's not a download? A link that's not a download? I want to see it before I download it. That's a PDF download. Anyway, so they thought, well, we better check out along our river or stream of dreams. Thank you, Rhonda. Rhonda posted Becky's channel. And if you're interested, Becky is doing a summertime journal project for July and August. But you can jump in at any time. We'll be working on week 5, which I think is the last week in July. But you don't have to have all the pages in it if you don't want. You could honestly do these pages. They're on 5x7. If you haven't done the journal and want to start, you could probably make tags. Now, before I do my Rolodex cards, so I'm going to use the tissue paper. I'm going to just scrape some paint, some white paint, very lightly across it. These will become postcards. I'm on my second batch. There were some in my first batch that I'm not comfortable mailing because her face, the black marks on her face just kind of make me uncomfortable. Squirt some water on that. I think I painted this with a mixture of Georgia clay and yellow. And then I put some Tim Holtz typography. Collage paper, kind of a tissue paper on it. And I let that dry, and now I'm just scraping some white paint across here. And I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. Some of it will be more white than other here, I guess. I don't want a big thick coat of it. Call that good, pretty good. So don't forget, tomorrow morning I'll be live at 5:30 to introduce our hop, our video hop, and the theme is summertime. What happened here? I'm way behind myself. Rhonda dropped a link to Bootsy's channel. Becky, oh there it is, Lion Brands. Just once. Is this the one you sent the PDF for? I'm drinking water tonight. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. That shawl will be pretty in that color, won't it? Scylla shawl. This crochet pattern is made with medium or worsted weight yarn. It has an easy beginner's plus level, one size. Where's the yarn? Yarn used is a shawl and a ball, 456. That's what I'm using, shawl and a ball. Is that the one that... Okay. I'll have to come back to that. Alright, you got me looking at shows, Becky. I need to get back to chat. I'll go back and look at those, Becky. Thank you for dropping the link. It takes 2 balls. Well, I've got 2, so... Hi, Brenda D. Hi, Mina. Hi, Sharon Lombard. Sharon, I bought some little charms for my bead doll today. What did Mina say? Mina says, hi Sharon, love the Charlie Reese's final column posting. You hit it on the nail with his head. I haven't seen that. Who else did I miss? Sharon, hi Sharon Lombard. Oh, I said hello to you. Alright, I think I've said hello to everybody. Yeah, I'm drinking plain old water. Well, I do have tea here. I have wild berry tea. I drink this tea like nobody's business. Alright, oops. I might use that one for a pattern. It's kind of... We're going to... What's going on here? Get in there. I guess I can use that. We're going to do some Rolodex cards here. Let me, the fan is blowing, so it's gonna blow my, let me zoom in a little so you guys can see. Hi, Allie K. Welcome, welcome, Allie. Let me see, where are my paper dolls? You mean you can't find them again, Mary? Oh, I put everything up here. And I stack them up and stack them up. Here they are. Yay, I found them. Let's do an Aladdin's lamp. Let's do an Aladdin's lamp. I cut pages out of a little book, a little sayings book. One of those little books that has all those sayings. We're going to rub Aladdin's lamp and pull out a... I don't know why my chat keeps stopping on me. Let's pull one out and see what it says. I got this at Goodwill. I got it on a sale price because it was missing a leg. My brother glued the leg back on it for me. They'd put the leg inside, so all we had to do was glue it back together. Talking is sharing. Listening is caring. How appropriate for tonight. Talking is sharing. Listening is caring. And that's kind of what we do in here. We share, and we listen, and we care. Very appropriate for tonight. Be a good finder. Look for the good in others. I kind of like that. I might use that on my Rolodex card. And I'm just going to glue the typography scraps here on this. Let's get a piece of scratchy paper. gosh, am I lagging? There we go. I was way back. I was going, how come all I see is my water glass? I've been drinking more water and less pop. I'm going to drink up what pop I have and no more. And I drink a lot of tea, though. I don't miss the pop, to tell you the truth. I just drink it because, well, when I mow the lawn, I like to have a pop break. But I can drink iced tea. No sugar. All right, let's do this one. I've been taking care of my teeth. For the last couple of weeks, all I can think about is taking care of those teeth. And of course, it's got to... I did make another appointment for a second opinion. I could live with a root canal and a crown, which really is all I think it needs. But so there you go. And I was reading up on, you know, dentists and dentistry and what you can do to take care of your teeth, and even after you have cavities. And I was amazed that they said you could chew gum that has that xylitol in it. So I looked for some and I got it in my mouth tonight. It takes the place of candy. It's really not bad. But you have to get the kind that's approved by the dentist. They have a seal. I think it's the American Dental Association. Rhonda dropped the link to Anwar's channel. I kind of like that. Now, we're going to say be a good finder. I'm going to do that one. I like the word good finder. Be a good finder. I guess I'll tear the whole thing out. And I was on Rosemary's channel. I haven't been able to participate in her videos, her live streams, because I'm following Becky, which is okay with me. I mean, you know, I have to choose one or the other. I have to, and since I'm working along with Becky, I watch Rosemary's replays. And her caboodle for August is she's going to do the Silk Road, and she chose India. Now, whether she's going to do more than one caboodle for the Silk Road, I don't know. But she chose India for the first route on the Silk Road, because she said she had a lot of things that she could put in a kit. So I said, oh, I'm not getting her caboodles finished. But I'm going to order it anyway because I like supporting Rosemary. And I do enjoy doing them. And I can always do them at my leisure. I can't keep up with her. It amazes me how she puts all these kits together. It just amazes me. She does an excellent job. Thank you, Rhonda. Drop the link to Rosemary Morris's channel. Now, I guess I should probably trim this off so I know where my edges are going to be. These little pieces I'll put in the trash. Get off my fingers. Oh, two other things I got at Walmart that I didn't bring out here because I was reading them. I got a Mary Jane's farm or urban Mary Jane's Farm magazine, or it's more for women or urban farmers, or I guess you don't have to be urban. Mary Jane's Farm. I got one of those, and I got the Victoria magazine. I think I'm going to subscribe to the Victoria magazine. And I found them at Walmart. I wish Walmart sells Where Women Create. I wish they would sell the Somerset Studio magazine. I think that they would probably sell more of the Somerset Studio than they would of Where Women Create, because Where Women Create is more of a look and read magazine, and Somerset Studio is more, well, it's a look magazine, but it's also you can get good ideas from it. The Studio magazine, I used to buy them, and then I just, I go, well, I can only do what I can do, so I don't really buy them anymore. Oh, I think I want this one over a little more. More of the red showing. Let's just take this one off too. Put it up higher. Not having much luck with this. There we go. Be a good finder. Look for the good in others. Yeah. I'm just going to use up my scraps here. I haven't done it in an ArtCAD in an awfully long time. Seems like. And let's put some of this down at the bottom. Uh-oh. I'm going to have a strip down at the bottom. Let's just put that up. Be a good finder. I need to find the edge of this card. Right there. Okay, we need to find a people to put in here. I'm going to throw these little scraps away because I've used them up. Might say that one. Hi, Melissa Smith. Welcome. Hi, Holly Dalton. Welcome, 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 Holly. Did I say hello to you, Mina? Thank you, Janet. Janet dropped the link to Fibsville Friends Facebook group. I would encourage you to join if you're on Facebook, because we do open the room in there. Becky opens it on Wednesday nights, and we work on the summertime journal in there, but there are other times that it's open too. And Laura, she opens her room on Thursday mornings. And Becky said after our summertime journal's over with, she might go back to Friday mornings, which really works good for me. All right. Now, I need a people. Be a good finder. I saved off all my legs here. We're going to make some paper dolls out of those legs, I think. Could use these guys. They're a possibility. These two little ones are a possibility. It's too big. These three ladies, I kind of like them. I don't know why I go for the ladies, I just do. This one's cute. I like these boys. They'll go on something, not this one. Boys again. A dad and two girls. I kind of like that. These paper dolls are so fun. I like this one because they're holding their purses. I'm not sure I can cut them up. I might use these on something else. They're holding their purses and they're in dresses. I like that. Look at this. Isn't this something? Very cool. And this one's cool. I'm not sure I can cut this one up either. Not sure I can cut it up. They all have their hats on. I go through these every time looking for what I want. Look at these girls. Look at them. It looks like they're in their confirmation dresses or something. And I was going to use this on something. I forget what. Oh, I was going to use it on that shadow box that I'm working on. Well, I think it's between these two. I think I'll go with this one. Yeah. Be a good finder, they say. Those ladies say, we're looking for the good. And if you can't find the good in anybody, grab them in your head, grab them by the, don't do it in real life, don't do it physically, but in your mind. Grab them by the neck, drag them to the foot of Christ, to the cross, and leave them there. And say, you deal with them. That's what I do. That's what I do when I have trouble with somebody that I can't, you know, quite agree with or not getting along with at the time. Mentally in my head, I'll grab them by the neck and I'll just say, here, you deal with them. Set them at the foot of Christ. Set them at the foot of the cross. And that's a good way to release all your negative thoughts if you're having a conflict with somebody. Just a little Mary sermon there. I won't talk more about it, I promise. I won't preach to you, but I just had to share that. So I was talking about our story in Phibbsville. Bandit had drug in a wallet, an old soggy wallet, and dropped it at the feet of Officer Orville, who happened to be at the TheMeriAtelier. And since it was all wet and soggy and everything, Officer Orville thought he should probably go check around the Stream of Dreams. Mary, what Tim Holtz package did these come from? I think they're just called groups. I don't have the, we'll see, I put the package in my, here, I put the package here in my journal. Toward the back, I think. I think it's just called groups, yeah, groups. Groups. Paper dolls. I put it in here because it's got this grouping of people, and I've got a family reunion over on this page. And I was thinking I would do something with this on this side. That's for another day. So Officer Orville, then Bandit became a suspect. Tonight we're going to put together a suspect list. We have quite a suspect. Bandit, right at the end of our story, was it last week? Bandit became a suspect. But Officer Orville went checking around the Stream of Dreams, the River of Dreams, to find out if that wallet was all soggy. Maybe somebody dropped it in the river, or maybe it belongs to somebody. Well, he found our character that we had created in off of our mind map. We created a character, and Officer Orville found him at the bottom of kind of like a little cliff thing, a little waterfall cliff thing, and he was a goner, and it didn't look like it was intentional. It was either an accident or somebody murdered him. And so Officer Orville is putting together a suspect list. Well, we know from our list, when we created the guy, that he likes women. He's got a fiance, but there was also another woman possibly involved in there, and I'm going to have to look at my notes to refresh myself of how she was involved. So we'll just say we were talking to Officer Orville. He was checking up on if anybody knew this guy after he found him, and several of us had talked about him because that's how we created our map. Several of us had met him at one time or another in Phibbsville, and so all of the things that we came up with in our stream we had shared with Officer Orville. every kind of us as a group, we shared it all with him. And his fiance is a suspect. I'm gonna take this chewing gum out of my mouth. His fiance is a suspect because she might have been jealous that, and she's in town. We found out she arrived in town, and she might be a suspect because he was playing around with another woman. And I'll have to look at my notes to figure out who that other woman was, but she was on there. You might remember. Yeah, Bandit. Hi, Suze. A group of people, Janet, as Appleseed to singles. Oh, thank you, Brenda. In almost every video, they ask their kids, what was good about your day? What are you talking about, Ellie K? I follow a couple on YouTube, April and Davy, and their slogan is find good in everything. Well, there you go. My arcade matches their streams, their videos. I'm gonna have to glue that down a little better. Anyway, so that other woman is a suspect because, oh, I remember insurance money. Insurance money for, I'll have to get that out. She was after his insurance money. Can't remember why though. What was the relationship there? Do any of you remember? The baby mama. Anyway, so she's a suspect, and the fiance's a suspect, and Bandit is a suspect. But I was thinking after we closed out the stream, we're missing a suspect. And here's the thing. Officer Orville was, oh, well, no, let's scratch that about Officer Orville. Mina said, Bandit's a kitty. He couldn't kill anybody. You know, she says, I'm hiring the best lawyer in town. I threw that away too fast. I'm not going to get it out again. Here, let's use this. So, Mina hired the best attorney in town in the United States to defend Bandit. Well, the attorney is hopped, skipped, and jumped right to Phibbsville before this week, because Mina was insistent that Bandit was innocent. I'm going to get in this. And the attorney happened to be a cat lover. So he's come to Phibbsville to defend Bandit. Nobody's on trial. We're just doing a suspect list. Well, when the attorney got to Phibbsville, he said, I want to see the contents of that billfold. You said it belonged to the victim. Joshua Charles Young was his name. He says, I'm representing Bandit, and I'd like to know what was in that billfold. And Officer Orville was pretty good about it. He said, yeah, I can show you what was in it. Well, as they were looking through it, they found a picture of Destiny in it. And they're thinking that maybe this Joshua Charles Young and Destiny were doing something on the... Destiny is engaged to Johnny. What was that picture of Destiny doing in this guy's envelope? And did Johnny know anything about it? Maybe he found out something and met the guy and did him in. So our other suspect tonight is Johnny. So there's our suspect list. I don't know if I left anybody out of it. And here's my card. Be a good finder. We need to cut a pattern here. Did I glue all these edges down? I think I have to glue them down on the big part, on the big. So let's make the holes details on the back. So there's where our story is tonight. We're creating a suspect list. I'll write that down on my notes. And Bandit has a good attorney because of Nina. Hi, Rachel. And Johnny has become a suspect because Bandit's attorney insisted on seeing the contents of that billfold, and they found a picture of Destiny in it. Now, what that means, we don't know. Were they playing around or what? It wasn't a naughty picture. It was just a picture of her. But as a result of that, Johnny, Officer Orville, wants to have a conversation with Johnny. Did you know that they had some sort of a, whether it was a friendly relationship or what? Did you know that they knew each other? So Johnny's become our latest suspect. And I don't know, some more suspects might turn up if we evaluate it enough. But we're going to create the suspect list in my book tonight. This is awfully thin here. Because of that's thicker, that's why it's thin. You guys wanted a mystery story, so that's where it is tonight. I'm not going to go much further than a suspect list. And I don't think I need edging because I got the paint as an edging. Put these over here. We need to sign it. Nina says, Bandit has 3 good attorneys. Bushy, Baggett, and Green. Okay, I'll have to write that down. Bushy, Baggett, and Green. Let me write it here so I don't forget. Bushy, Baggett, and Green. Well, one of them came to Phibbsville and insisted on, let's see, this is July 23rd, 2021. Insisted on knowing what was in the suspect's billfold. Of course, we don't know. There may have been money in there too. But I think the billfold just kind of floated out of his package. Somebody pushed him over the cliff and he landed in the river, we think. They found the body. They found the body. Poor guy. I got a couple in front of it. So his parents are gone. Oh, he may have been a deadbeat brother to Johnny too. He may have been Johnny's deadbeat half-brother. So Johnny's really a suspect. Johnny's on the suspect list. Okay, here's my, I should have taken it out and showed it to you guys before I put it in there. Be a good finder. Let me catch up with myself on my tablet. Let me stand up. Now I can't see it in the tablet. I have to see it in my phone. Be a good finder. Look for the good in others. And then this is just the back. Yeah. That turned out pretty good, I think. This is just scratch paper. So, there we go. Arcade done. I'm going to save this for a possible other one here. I've got a couple of them here. Let's tuck them in there. Come on, get in there. Fan's blowing the papers around here. So, let's get out the notes that we have and kind of review our story to date. Let me zoom out. And adjust the camera. And I'm going to have to move the arcade off the desk. Okay. Hopefully my notes are in here. Did I leave my notes in here? Uh-oh, they're not in here. Are they in my journal? Well, this isn't going to do any good if I can't find my notes. Where's my journal? I had it out a minute ago. We might have to skip the review if I can't find my notes. They're not in there. Are they over here? Hold the phone. Let me look over here on my layered cart. Oh, here they are. We have several notes, but we're going to create a suspect list tonight. Let's start here with D, E, F. Here's the plot, A. All right. So let's review. Our victim's name was Joshua Charles Young. He was age 35. He was born in 1986 on July 4th in Chicago, Illinois. He's 6'3". He was born at home, by the way. His face, we described him. His face, he's got a long neck. He looks something like Tom Selleck. He's kind of skinny, but he's masculine. He's got smooth skin with no blemishes. His nose was like a medium straight nose, Romanesque nose. He's got a tan skin tone, a large mustache. He had a heavy 5 o'clock shadow. He always went around with a 5 o'clock shadow on his face. His head was kind of rectangular and oval. He had blue, brown, hazel eyes. He had bright white teeth and medium lips. He was body shape. He was 6'3". He was tall with long legs and muscular. He had long arms. His personality was very friendly. He was very polite and gregarious. He was a people person. He loved to explore and he loved to travel. He loves a mystery. He's kind of got a Sherlock Holmes personality. He's a great listener and he's witty and humorous. His education, we'll come back to his education. I didn't write anything down there. He's single, but he's engaged. That was it. He's engaged. He has an engagement ring. What happened to that engagement ring? I don't think they found the engagement ring on his hand. But he's engaged. He has an engagement ring. He likes to travel. He did live in an apartment, but he got tired of living in an apartment, and so he bought a cabin in the mountains around Salt Lake City, Utah. He attended Brigham Young University. He bought the cabin and he went off grid, which means that he doesn't do social media. He's not online. It's kind of his bachelor pad. He's got a veranda on it so he can enjoy the mountain views. His neighbors are an older couple and a few single people around. It's outside of Park City, Utah. He's got a few distant neighbors who are single. Park City is a ski town. No children, we don't think, but there might be possibly an illegitimate child. And this gets into the plot of the story. He had a father and mother who were Mormons, but they passed away. They died in when a plane crashed into their car. He has a deadbeat half-brother. He's got one baby sister, no children. But there might be one. He's blamed for a possible illegitimate child. I think that there was a paternity suit, and they checked his DNA and found out he was the father of the child. He's got 4 aunts. One of them is a doctor. His hobbies are travel. He likes a telescope. He likes fishing and Bigfoot hunting. He's now a doctor. He was a doctor in Salt Lake City, but he's traveling around giving vaccines. And that's how he arrived in Phibbsville. He came to Phibbsville to give out vaccines. He's got a dog as a pet. He's an intelligent guy. He's smart. We'll come back to the paternity suit when we get to the plot. His favorite food, he likes home-cooked meals, so he really liked it around Phibbsville. His favorite book was I, Robot by Isaac Asimov. I can't pronounce his last name. And Centennial by James Michener. We found all of this out just talking to him casually. He likes the movie Dancing with Wolves, and his favorite city is Salt Lake City. Social media, he went off grid. He decided that he hated it. He was on Google, but he didn't like Facebook. He didn't like YouTube or Facebook or Google. He went off grid. He's very comfortable as far as his income goes, greater than $100,000 because he's a doctor, and that's his salary plus various investments that he has. His personal style was, he's kind of frumpy and casual. He doesn't wear a suit and tie. He's just, he's just a casual, almost a young country doctor style. His hair is messy, straight, combed back, medium dark brown, turning white, and there was some talk about a man bun, but I don't think we decided for sure. Spiritual, he was a Mormon. He did a mission in Haiti. And we kind of talked about his friends being a few casual friends, neighbors that lived around him. We didn't get to traditions, and he's age 35. He lost his job. He was, when he went to school, we missed the education part. Is that here? And that's the plot. That's plot 2. He's a doctor now, but when he went to school, he worked part-time as a bartender. And that's how he paid his tuition. But he lost his job because of the COVID-19. And, by the way, he wears clothes with JC on them. Joshua Charles. He's got a strong cleft chin, and he likes to fish, and he owns a telescope. Let's see what else. His favorite subjects when he went to school was science and medicine. He found his teachers very inspiring. He had a female classmate called Becky who was his study partner. He was involved in drama and chess clubs. And when he was in high school, a large high school in Chicago, he and Becky were the homecoming high school king and queen. And he had won the National Merit Scholar. He was a National Merit Scholar. So we got into the plot a little last week. He was found murdered, or was he murdered, or accused of murder, and we decided he was murdered. We killed him off in our story. We decided he was murdered. And how, we discussed maybe having him die of a vaccine failure, but no, we found out that Officer Orville found him at a campsite cliff where he possibly fell, but he might have been pushed. So there were possible ways that he could have died. Oh, Janice did a write-up in the Daily Fibber about this. He could have been a drowning victim, or stabbed with a needle, or a fishing line was wrapped around his neck. So Officer Orville went to investigate, and we have some suspects here. This is what I want to expand on tonight, the suspect list. The engagement ring that he had is missing from his finger. So, who finds him and how? And we decided that our bandit, our little kitty bandit, comes in and dragging the billfold, a wet, soggy billfold, and he leads Officer Orville to the campsite where Officer Orville finds him dead. We talked about his fiance. Did he travel with his fiance, or did she follow him there? And how did she know that where he was? Let's see. Yeah, this is where I say that Bandit dropped the billfold at Officer Orville's feet, and he goes to, and Bandit just thought, Mina got very protective of Bandit. She said, that billfold, Bandit didn't kill him. He just thought that billfold was something to play with. So let's talk. I have motives here. We have suspects and motives. So that's what we're going to document tonight. And then we'll end it. And we'll carry on with something else. So, I'll come out and read chat in a bit here. I want to write this stuff down. Let me turn my camera so you guys can see my list a little bit more. There you go. Okay. So, we're just going to put suspect list. And we're going to put suspect and motive. And last week, we decided that well, we put Bandit on there because Bandit after all, Bandit had the billfold, so I don't think Bandit would intentionally kill somebody, but what would be Bandit's motive? What did Bandit know about him that he'd want to kill him? So we don't know exactly. If Bandit is a suspect, the only reason he's a suspect is that he found the billfold and he could lead Officer Orville to him. But why would Bandit lead Officer Orville to him if he really killed him? You'd think that he would lead Officer Orville in a different direction. But still, let's see, found billfold, knew where, or maybe he overheard, maybe Bandit overheard something. This guy was talking on the phone or something, and Bandit happened to be up in a tree and overheard this guy talking and slipped out of the tree and scared the guy and he fell over the cliff. But anyway, we got Bandit as a suspect because it's a good part of the story. Someone didn't want some unknown person, we don't know who, someone didn't want the vaccine. Didn't want anything to do, let's say didn't want the Dr. Joshua to go around giving vaccines. And the motive would just be rage, spite, out of control rage, probably. But who is that someone? We don't know who. That's just a possibility of someone. The other lady was, the other thing was, maybe it was just an accident. We don't know. The suspect just, it could have been accidental. And I'm going to put, oops. 4 was the lady in the paternity suit. Lady in paternity suit. There's a possible paternity suit that he went through, and he let him check his DNA, and they found out that he really was the father of this lady. And let's see. I said I'd go back to that. Where is those notes? He has an engagement ring. Here. He was blamed for a possible illegitimate child. He was involved in a paternity suit. Possible that the lady with the kid wanted, okay, here's the motive. She wanted his insurance dollars. She wasn't happy with winning the suit. She also wanted his insurance. She must have been on his, he must have had a insurance policy. So here's a question. Did he have an insurance policy? We don't know that, but she's a suspect. Insured, maybe he insured the kid after they proved he was a doctor. He did a DNA thing. And her dad, it could be her father too. 5, the lady's father wanted him dead. The lady's father. And just because of protecting his daughter. I'm just going to leave that. And then the last suspect was his fiancée that let me find my notes, I mixed them up here. His fiancée, he was engaged, so his fiancée, I'm spelling that wrong, fiancée might have killed him because she found out about the paternity suit. So these are our suspects that we've gathered just from Officer Orville and Becky, who has a criminal justice associate degree, kind of put together. They're trying to figure out how did this guy die. We know he was found at the bottom of a cliff, that he fell into the river of dreams, the stream of dreams, and we know that much about him, but we're not sure exactly how it happened. And then we're going to add suspect tonight of Johnny, who is Johann he's the motorcycle, well, that's spelled wrong too. He's the motorcycle man in one of our prior stories that met up with Destiny, and she had his leather jacket and he ended up with her pink toolbox. That's how that. Well, Mina hired an attorney to defend Bandit, and the attorney, because he's one of the best attorneys around, insisted on seeing the contents of the billfold. And inside the billfold, inside the victim's billfold, they found a picture of Destiny. So they're thinking Johnny might have been jealousy. And Johnny might know more than just a picture of Destiny. I mean, he might have found out that maybe something was going on, or he might have suspected it. But maybe he was confronting him and they had a fight and oops. So a pick of destiny. That we haven't proven that there's anything between, and the victim was Johnny's half stepbrother, if you want to call it that, half brother. Maybe he was an adopted brother. I don't know. I haven't really decided on that. Although, if he was his real half-brother or even a step-brother, there might be, because of the ownership of the TheMeriAtelier building, maybe this guy was saying, hey, I get a part in this. So the other thing could be ownership of TheMeriAtelier building. I'm just going to call it the TheMeriAtelier building. It's the general store where we are now. Maybe this guy was insisting on being put on a deed or something like that. So this is our suspect list to date. And let's see. I'm going to write down, I want to write down here Bennett's attorneys here so I don't forget. So this is an ongoing little story that we're making up and on our Friday night streams. Bushy, Baggett, and Green. Bushy, Baggett, and Green. Alright. So there we go. That's the end of the story for tonight. Now let me go check chat. And I'm going to put this in here because then I'll know where they are. Next Friday night. We'll have to decide what we're going to do next Friday night. We just have a suspect list. And we know the engagement ring is missing. So that's something too. They did not find the engagement ring. Did it fall off in the river? Did it fall off in the river? Nina, add Bigfoot to the suspect list. Joss was a Bigfoot hunter. Okay, we'll add Bigfoot. Maybe Bigfoot, just maybe he had a chance encounter with Bigfoot. He was a Bigfoot lover, that's true. All right. Where are we going to put it? 8. Bigfoot. And the motive would be chance encounter gone wrong. Chance encounter gone wrong. Maybe Johnny wanted to take a picture of him or something. Snapped the camera and scared Bigfoot and he knocked him off the cliff. We don't know. Maybe we should go out and investigate this scene and see if there are any Bigfoot tracks around there. Janice says, as usual, I was interrupted just as I came in on. Hello again. Hi, Janice. We just reviewed our story and we created a suspect list. Oh, don't rule out suicide. That's a good one. Guys, I guess I should just leave this out until we're done here, until I read chat. 9. Suicide. And why? Well, he was a happy-go-lucky guy, but maybe with paternity suit and his fiance getting mad at him and his fight with Johnny over the TheMeriAtelier building, maybe he just decided he had enough. So it could have been suicide. Rachel said, but why did you hire them? Sure interested in getting the attention off abandoned. Oh, did Rachel leave? Bye, Rachel, if you're out there. Bye. Joshua could be his own suspect. Yeah, that's true, Allie K. I think Rachel left. My phone is ringing. Got to go. Let me know what happens. Well, you got to come back next week and maybe possibly the next week after. So where is our story going to go after this? They found him dead. We have a suspect list. We know his background. So Officer Orville obviously is going around and letting people know that they're suspect and questioning them. I guess maybe there's going to have to be a trial, but there can't be a trial unless there's a definite... We can't put somebody on trial unless they're definitely proven to be guilty of a crime. So, I don't think we're quite ready for a trial yet. So I'm not sure where our story's going to go next. Let's read the most of it. Bandit was just curious. Thought he was seeing double. Nope, just twins. That could be. How does Mina know so much about the case? Is she having an affair with a bad brother? Not Mina. Destiny. Not Mina. Mina's just very protective of Bandit because Mina's a cat lover. And Mina knows so much about the case because she's been in every session and she listens and she contributes. That's how she knows so much about it. And she took care of, when Bandit was just a kitty, I didn't want to leave. We found him as a kitty. And there's a story about it way back when. And I didn't want to leave him in the TheMeriAtelier. He was a stray kitty. We found him underneath of a staircase, and we finally got him out to drink some milk. And I didn't want to leave him in the TheMeriAtelier building all alone when we weren't there. So we took turns taking care of the little kitty Bandit. And Mina is the one who volunteered to take care of him the most. So Mina has a special attachment to. Yeah, Allie K said suicide. Sing away, Angie. A good melody is welcome. Angie says, I hope you all don't care for me singing myself to myself. Well, we sing away. Did the fiancé know of Destiny in the picture in his wallet? See, we don't know that. We don't know that, but we know that she found out that he had an affair. Or she thinks he might have had, well, he had to have an affair because he was proven to, his DNA proved that he was the father of that kid. But did she know that he had a picture of her in his wallet? That's a good question. We don't know whether she really knew that or not. Rhonda said maybe Bigfoot knocked him off. Nettie's here. Hi, Nettie. Or she was here. Suze was here. Margelino. Hi, Marjorie. If you're out there listening. Nettie, hello. If you're out there listening. Suze. Rachel got a phone call, so she had to leave. Therese had to leave. She's off to bed. She says, see you all tomorrow. Hi, Sherry Van. Welcome. Here's where Janice came in. I'm just scrolling back. Janet left the link to Phibbsville Friends Facebook group. I love that song, If You Can Imagine. Oh, yeah, Imagine. I think I know that song, Angie. That's a beautiful song. Rhonda says, I'm so happy you brought back the stories. You know, Arlene, bless her heart, went clear through all my videos and sent me links to my own videos where I told Phibbsville stories. And I have them. I just need to get them put together, and maybe I'll summarize them so that those of you who haven't been following along with all the stories and don't know all the backgrounds, you know, can read a little synopsis of the story. I just don't have the time to get in there and type out each story. And storytelling itself is a verbal thing. You can write it down, but I like to just tell the stories. And I stumble over things, and you guys help me, just like we are tonight. We're sitting here making up. You guys are really helping me tell this story. And so, this is our Phibbsville murder mystery story. All right. Tanya McGuire said she was just popping in and was lurking as she's working tonight. Tanya works with, I think she works with an online site where she sells beads. I'm just scrolling back here. Trace was here, Mina's here, Rachel came in. Rachel got a phone call. Suze was here, Allie K. Almost every video they ask their kids what was good about your day. That's where I was doing the arcade. So we're done with our story for tonight. I have to think about where it's going to go next. I'm not quite sure where to take it next. So what should I do next? Oh my goodness. Well, I have some safety pins out. Why don't I carve a safety pin stamp? Let's get out my journal here. Again, oh, it's behind me. Hold on. I don't want, oh, and the other thing, before I carve that stamp, let's work on Dee Dee's Society of Idea Collector idea from last week, was to cut shapes out of printed paper. And by golly, do I have any printed paper around here? I'm just giggling because I got printed paper. Her idea, and I didn't write it down because I listened to the replay and I didn't have my journal with me. And my ink pen's gone. Let me find my tub of ink pens. They're here somewhere. Let me turn around. Here they are. I gotta move this other tub out of the way. These ones that I got at Walmart. 50 cents was a pretty good deal, and I can put them on a shelf. Clear off one of those shelves of things that I'm not using, and fill it up with things that I need. Here's my stamp carving. I'll be wanting that. And I want a thin pen to write with. No, it's not in here. I was hoping my Sharpie pen was in here. I'll just use this one. There. Well, here, I'll use this. I'll use this. And I can toss this. Alright. So we're going to work on, and while I'm just moaning and groaning around here, let me get some printed paper. Dee Dee's, and I just might use book paper. I wanted to do some fussy cutting tonight anyway. We might just tear up, we might use history book paper, because I like history. I bought that book to fussy cut out of. So Dee Dee's idea from last week was just to cut up printed paper, like scrapbook paper or something like that. I'm going to use history book paper. I don't think she cares what kind I use. Let me fix my chair. Oh. Yeah. Let me write this down, because this assignment is for week... well, that would have been, let's see, Friday was the 21st. Would it Wednesday been the 21st? Yeah, because today's the 23rd. So, and it would have been week 11 of Dee Dee's Society of Idea Collector. Week 11, and it was July 21st. I write all this down. Hashtag Society of Idea Collectors. I haven't been getting pictures over to Dee Dee, but I have been working on them. I missed a couple, but I did carve a stamp once, and that's how I got with that clothespin stamp. And then I went to a bobby pin, and tonight if I have time, I'm going to do the bobby pin one. Society of Idea Collectors. And then I put Dee Dee Willingham's Weekly Idea. Dee Dee Willingham's Weekly Idea. And it was to cut shapes out of pattern paper. From pattern paper. And she's thinking like scrapbook paper, I think, but I'm going to use a history book. Pattern paper. And create art with them. Now she had some examples. She didn't show what she created, but she had examples of shapes like circles and squares and diamonds and, you know. I don't think she did any organic shapes, like swishes and swirls and curves and streamers. I might get more into that, we'll see. And create an art piece with them. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do that right here tonight. Oops, what happened to my... I minimized you guys. Allie K says, in almost every video... Oh, I was way back then. Hi, Judy Hedges. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Crafty Jude. Crafty Shabby Shack Jude. Welcome, welcome. Judy Hedges, are you new to us tonight? Welcome, welcome. So, I have some fussy cuts that I've already have from this book. I put them in the front. But, and I think I used this book. I was going to do book carving and carve around some of these pages. So, let's go back to the back, maybe. And let's just take some pages out. This is at the age of 21, John Trumbull painted his self-portrait. Yeah, he's a pretty talented guy. What did he do? He drew accolades for his artistic renditions of the Revolution. Let's get past the Revolution. We've got some Western art here. And am I missing anybody else that came in? Angie's here, Judy's here. Erin? Erin in the Erin Ducks, did she come in? Angie says, Mary and ladies, I'm going to go. I'm still not feeling good. Sinus is killing me. Well, get better soon, Angie. You take care of yourself. Bibbsville Fish Independence Society Heroes, FFISH, made an example of him. Bibbsville Fish Independence Society Heroes? Sue said, Mary. Who's saying? I missed Aaron. Rachel. They're saying hello to Aaron. Nettie's here. Nina, Judy, Angie, Judy, Meanie, Judy. Angie says, hi, Aaron. Maybe she was in another chat or something. Aaron, if you're here, speak up. Now, see, I tore out of this already, so I'm going to have to... Let's just find something to cut up. Find something that I really don't mind cutting into. And we might paint out some of this stuff. I would like some color, though. Woohoo! There's Betty Grable. There's a map. This is back into World War II. Turmoil and Triumph. Rachel Carlson. I get interested in reading this stuff. All right, Mary, you're in a stream. You're not reading a book. This is, I remember the day that the Challenger exploded. Were you guys, do any of you remember that? I was at work. I was working out in Colorado. I remember the day that it happened. I can just remember I was working on a program and all of a sudden there was a lot of commotion in the room and computers went on, TVs went on. It doesn't give the date here. It was in 1986 on January 28th. Space Shuttle. Treasury of Facts and Documents. State facts. I don't want to cut up all the state facts. Presidential addresses. Declaration of Independence. All right, I'm having a hard time figuring out what I want to cut up. Maybe this. Let's just tear some out. Get it done. I want some color. There's not color there, but there's color. Some kind of color on these. And this page is already cut, so let's take these 3 pages and play with them. Now, we're supposed to create something with them after we cut out shapes. I don't know if my big circle puncher punched that paper. Is there color on the back of this? Let's just leave it at that. The American Story. And I have a square punch. Is it over there? I think I see it from here. Yes. I'll punch some squares and circles and I'll cut. We can make diamonds and half circles and swirls and yeah. Let's punch a square out of this. Hopefully this will punch good. I got this on sale. I never buy this stuff. I never buy these full price. I think they're too expensive. I don't like the plastic thing. Can't get it off. Scissors. When you guys send me stuff like this, like Sue sent me these scissors, when you send me stuff like this, I think of you when I use it. Does that make you feel better? And we could leave that as an oval. I want a square red. This in here. Maybe the one with more pattern on it. Square. And we could even use the negative, so I'm not tossing that. And let's just use this oval. I think I can cut it out. And you don't have to do a full page of this, I don't think. She's just said cut some shapes out and do some art. So this is going to be the oval. I'm thinking paper dolls. I got all those feet. Who knows? And let's get out my circle punch, which I'm not sure will punch this very good. That big one. I'll try it. I like the size of it, but it doesn't like the punch very good. And I'm gonna punch it in here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut off the margin. It's right in here where it doesn't like it for some reason or another. $5. I got it on the clearance rack and they said it didn't punch good when I bought it. It seems to punch out watercolor paper, but it does, these center papers it doesn't cut very good. But I like the size of it. I'm going to get me a new one the next time they go on sale. All right. What do I want to do with this? I'm going to make it a tag. I'm going to cut it out first. Then I think Dee Dee was thinking more of an art piece, like a landscape or a flower pot. I could do flowers. I could do a porch. I could do a front porch theme. Our sweet corn is finally tasseling out. We had to replant our sweet corn, and then the wind blew it over. I had to get out there and hill it all up. It's looking pretty now, but all right, let's fold this and make a corner tag. And I'm just going to cut some triangles out of what's out here. I'm just going for basic shapes. A couple triangles. Oh, there's a boat here. And the Rough Riders. And the wreck of the USS Maine in Havana Harbor in 1900. Ah. History, history, history. So what I want to do with this circle punch, let's try it again here. Let's try it. It won't matter here. What I want to do with this, I'll show you. Let's cut this out. See, it just doesn't get that last. Alright, let's throw this away, get it off my desk. What I want to do with this, and I could probably do it with a square one. Let's try it with a square one. Scraps. We could use the scraps, but Well, maybe I will. I'll put them over here. Let's do a square. Let me cut the margin off. Maybe I'll just do it in here. Am I getting anything on there? No. I hate this thing. Get it out of there. Good paint scraper. What was I doing this? Not hate. I just dislike the plastic bottom on them. Alright, so what I want to do with a circle and a square, let's just leave this up here and that there. And I need to finish cutting this out, but I want to show you. You can take and cut about, maybe a ½ inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch, and then just start cutting around. And you can spiral it. So cut around. And when you get to this point over here, don't cut it off. Come in again. So that you're kind of doing like an apple peel or an orange peel. Now, depending on how you want to use it, if you wanted space in between it, let me finish up here. See, if you put it down flat like that, you're not going to see the spiral. So, what you can do, depending on how you want to use it, you could take it apart and all of that. But another thing that you can do, especially if you have a colored paper, maybe I'll work on black sheet of paper, is come in here and cut again a really thin line, and you could use them both. So this gets a little harder, but it works. Just keep cutting. I might chop it off at one point, which is okay, because I just want the space on the big one. If I ruin the little thin one, well, oops. So just keep going around. And you can do this with the square too. I'm just about there. Hold on. My hair is blowing in my face. We'll cut like so. Takes a little patience. Have patience. Have patience. Don't be in such a hurry. Have patience. Oh, I cut it off. There you go. There's the little one. Now, where did it end up? Here? I think right in here I snipped it off. I'm going to start again. So July is about over with. Can you believe that? We're going into the last summer month. Well, it'll be the last week in July this week. tomorrow, don't forget, tomorrow is our video hop. And the videos go live at 5:30. You can watch them as your leisure. I'm going to come live at 4:30 tomorrow morning and introduce the hop. I know exactly what I'm going to do. And the theme is summertime. And I think we got all our themes set until September. There we go. Now let me get out a black sheet of paper and I'll show you. You can kind of see on here. There's space in between, but it looks better. I'm going to work on a black sheet of paper anyway. Get out a black sheet. And this is just I had a drawing paper book with, that's not watercolor paper, it's more of a mixed media paper. So you can see the space in between here. So that's kind of a fun shape. And you can do the same thing with a square. I'm going to try to cut both this time as I go. Cut here, cut there, and here. This one won't be as many turns. I'm trying to make it, trying to cut it as I go here. Cut there. It's a little bit longer. Turn the corner, cut here. There, a little bit longer here, a little shorter. The outside one is a little bit longer because it has to turn the corner. I'm just about done. Here. And you could probably do this some way by folding, but I haven't experimented with that. I don't want to. Alright, let's see what I can do here. Cut it around what needs to be a square. Here. Here. And there. Pull this out. And are you not cut out? Yeah. So there's that shape. Let me pull this up a little. There's this shape, and I think I can use that. I've got an oval, tag, a square, and 2 diamonds. And let's do some little punches of flower, maybe flower. I do have the butterfly and the dragonfly one. I've got a little circle. I've got a leaf. I thought I had a dragonfly. I do somewhere. Dragonfly. That's a circle. I don't know what I did with the dragonfly. He's here. He flew away. I had him out the other day. Circle. Dragonfly. So let's just punch some little shapes out here just to get shapes without cutting everything. Let's do the dragonflies. This would make a pretty, or cut a big circle and cut your dragonflies around the, put your dragonflies around the circle and make a pretty stencil. Alright, let's cut this out. And you can even use this if you want. Maybe it's the border. I don't know. I'm going to keep it out. Now I got an oval there. Let's cut it. Let's punch a square out of this building. Oh, it's, well, let's do this and use the whatever on that. Do I want that? No, I think I'd rather have the building. I'm tired of war. I'm tired of war stuff. I've had enough of war. Let's punch this building. They're doing something there. Something important. Let's do another square punch here. Because these could become diamonds. In fact, what we could do, I don't have a smaller square. I don't think my circle will reach in there. Where's my circle punch? I think it's too small for my, and I don't have a, I don't think this will reach all the way in. Almost does. Now let's throw that away. So do I have enough shapes? If I don't, if I need something else, I'll come back. So what are we going to create? I want to finish trimming this. Let's trim this out. I'm going to stop and look at chat here in a minute. I'm creating a page from Dee Dee's weekly idea. Let's see what's going on in chat. Hi, Darla Kay. She says, hello, Mary and everyone. I worked late this evening. I'm just setting in, and I'm glad Mary is streaming to help me through the transition. I know. I was gone today, and I had to run errands and run all around, and you come home and you're tired. You just want to... I sat down and read my magazines. I got a Mary Jane's magazine, Mary Jane Farms, and a Victoria magazine. That's how I relax. I sit down and read, watch a video or two. Pretty soon it's supper time, and then after supper my brother watches Wheel of Fortune, and I do a little more fiddling around, and then I'm done. There's a pretty lady on there, on that tag. I kind of like her. We might just leave her out. Let's see. What else is going on? Tomorrow begins the video hop. The theme is summertime. Mary will introduce the hop at 4:30. Thank you, Janet. And remember that the hop participants will be listed in Mary's description box. Yeah, I cannot list the hops at 4:30 because they won't be in my description box at 4:30. They'll be in it after I go live, after I end the live, and after 5:30 I'll put it in there. I also have a playlist set up, so I'll put after my video ends, my introduction video ends, I'll put that in the playlist. And then as I go through each hop after 5:30, what I usually do is I'll go through and grab each video in the hop and put it in the playlist, and then I'll go back and watch the videos and add a like and a comment. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to these people, because they give of themselves when they join these hops. They give of themselves, and if you watch, unless the video is absolutely horrible and you found it detesting, give them a thumbs up. And there's no absolutely horrible videos in our hop. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to put these punches away to get room off my desk. So Dee Dee suggested maybe a landscape. She was just giving ideas of what you could do with your shapes. And she used pattern paper, I think, that she got out of a magazine. But I have this history book here. And I don't think, for me, it really matters what's on the, like this, on this side is a boat, but I could use that side. Actually, I was thinking paper dolls, but maybe one paper doll, and I kind of like this, I like these swirls. I like how these come out. I'm just kind of separating out my shapes here. What am I going to do? And then I've got all these little ones. And it could be abstract. It could just be your shapes on the paper, but all right, I want to finish reading chat. Jude says, soda water with lemon is refreshing, and some fruit. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Auntie Bex might be seeing doubles of Mary. What was Becky saying? I'm done. A couple of drinks is my max. too hard to recover the next day. Becky says, I know all things. I'm 57. Switching to water now. I have water tonight, Becky. This is water. It's not tea. It's not pop. It's just plain water. I put some ice cubes in it. And I have some tea here, which is wild berry tea. Celestial Seasons. Go with the flow, Becky. Hydrate. Becky says, true, but after all the news I had today, I feel the need. Were you drinking, Becky? Under the influence of what? I can't type because I'm under the influence. I was expecting Greg. I can't type because I'm under the influence. It's been quite the day. I'll bet it has. Becky got news from her sister might have cancer and one of her brothers might have MS. And her mother-in-law is having trouble with her checking account. Oh, that is quite the day. Mary, Erin Hedges is using her mother's account, Judy Hedges. We know her from Death Slide. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Janet, for filling me in on that. Erin, that's who Erin was. And I welcomed Judy. Okay. Is Erin using her mother's account? Is she underage? And does her mother know? I'm sure you guys know, but she's new to me. Janet left a link to Phibbsville Friends Facebook group. Judy came in. All right, I'm back up to where I left off. Did Greg ever come home, Becky? Erin says, hi, family. They said hello to Darla. Okay. She's not underage. We know her well. Okay. Well, Erin, welcome, welcome. Excuse me for the third degree, but I have to be careful. My mods have to, if the mods know you and approve, I'm good with it. But you're new to me, so we have had some young people come in here, and we had to politely tell them that they're under 13. They can't join our chat because of YouTube rules. But Janet says, correction, once Mary uploads her 4 a.m. live intervention, yeah. I'll put it in once the video processes, Janet. Once after 5:30 is when all the videos will go in. After all the videos go live. Because I can't put it in before 5:30 because there'll all be dead links. Because I go live at 4:30 just to introduce the hop. And then I do what I'm going to do for the hop. But I can't go live, I can't put the links in at 4:30 because they all release their videos at 5:30. Mary, I'm under the age of 55. Angie, I thought you went to bed. Betsy says, I act like I'm 12, but I'm way over age. Hi, Erin. Erin, you're very welcome in here. I was just checking. We've got to be a little cautious of things. You know? Sorry. I wouldn't mind if somebody asked me that. All right, let's get my journal off of the page. How old are you? You talk like you don't know what you're talking about, so I think you're underage. I've also got this little piece that I could play with. All right, what am I going to do with all these shapes? Dee Dee says to make something of them. And I'm thinking of this could be a sunshine. I got front porch on my head, in my head. But now I want to put this in my journal, so I'm going to square it off a little because I know this is bigger than my journal page. So let's push all these little shapes up to the top. I think I'll do a front porch scene. I got front porch in my head. And so I'm going to need some long, narrow shapes. We can do that. Oh, this could be a nice shape on the front porch. Down here. We'll save that. Let's cut some. She didn't say that we couldn't cut our shapes to match what we're going to do. I need some thinner ones. Alright. So here and here, let's just push all this off. These could be porch railings. Maybe I should cut my paper to fit my journal, because I want to fit it in here when I'm done. I think I'll put it in my Society of Ideal Collectors book. So it is, where's my ruler? Here, underneath of everything. If they know you well, Erin, you're welcome in here. Jude says, Mary, my cuts want to stand up 3D style. They look cool. I have to glue them flat. Oh, well, phooey. Alright, let's measure page here. I forgot the size of this. It is about, that's not the inches, from the ring to the edge is about 8 inches, and from the top to the bottom it's 8 by 11. So I'm going to take an inch off of each side and make it 6 by 9. So let's just cut the 6 by 9 out of here. And then I'll do my front porch scene. I got front porch on the brain today. So let's make this. We could even use this sprocket side if we wanted as a shape. At 6. But it'll be black. Well, I might use it anyway. I might figure out a way to use it. 6 by 9. I'm going to leave an inch border on every side. Alright. That should fit. This is kind of fun. You would think that this is simple, you know, like, oh, Dee Dee, we can do this. But you know, it does challenge your creativity to do something like this. It does challenge your creativity. Let's just put it here. Yeah, that fits good. I like that. We'll put this on an entire blank page, and I'll just keep taking notes on the page where I wrote. I kept her out. Why did I keep her out? I had a reason. Alright. So we're going to create a front porch scene. So let's get it laid out first. So we're going to do some porch railings. No, I kind of like them over here. And then I'm going to put Maybe I'll put my do I have flowers? Did I punch out flowers? I had a flower punch. I guess I only punched out leaves. It doesn't have to be complicated, does it? No. There's a dragonfly. We'll have him flying in the air. So what I have, maybe I should make some going the other way. I might not have enough. 2, 3, I might have to punch out a few more. 4, 5, dragonflies. These are dragonflies. We need a few more coming down there. Let me get my punch. Oops. I knocked something over. What was that? Oh, I think it was, I don't know what it was. Hope it wasn't one of my punches that I need. Here it is. About 3 more. I'd like the text to show. Let's cut the margin off. So about 3 more. Well, Becky, I'm thinking of you. I sure hope your week goes better from now on. It doesn't sound like it's going to go. Those type of things can throw you off. You can be having a good day and wham. I don't know what happened to the other. Oh, here it is. So like this, and like this. Now we need a flower pot. I'm thinking one of these circles could be a table. But maybe the oval. Where's the oval? It's a big oval. And this could be a hanger. Although that's a little big. And a pillow in the chair. Let's cut this down a little. So this will be a pillow in the chair. It's awfully big. I might have to go smaller with this. See, I want it to go like that. So let's just fold this oval in half, like so. And how do I want to do this? Hopefully I won't mess this up. Well, I guess I can leave it like that. And then I want to make this straight. I'm making the back of a chair. Now, I need a slit in there. I need to get out my... You guys have to have patience with me. Have patience. Oh, what fell was my ruler. My T-square, my little plastic T-square. Oh, I used that the other day to cut things. Where did I put it? Over on the other side of my chair? Uh-oh, my chair's floating around. Where is my cutting board? Behind me. There it is. I need to cut. some shapes out of here. She didn't say we couldn't take the shapes and cut them into things. Alright. So I want a slit here. And here. Like so. And like so. Now, did I get them both? Just about. Sorry if my head gets in the way. I have to see where I'm going. I need these out. And out. So this was the circle. This was a circle. I'm cutting into it. I'm going to cut a little heart. It's going to become a chair back. Your circle became a chair back. Now, I don't want that at the bottom, so I'm going to cut it like so, here, and visualize a front porch bench chair. There, that's just the back. Now we need a seat. It should be a little easier to do. Ow. I think I'll make the seat out of this, and I'm going to have it come at an angle. Out of my square, I'm going to cut a chair seat. I want it to angle out like that. So maybe we'll cut from here to there and snip this off. Hopefully that's enough. Oh look, this is got some dead people on it. This is in a war scene. We'll do the building side of it. That's the chair seat. Now it needs some legs. And let's cut some legs out of the... It needs some arms and legs. I don't know if this is what Didi had in mind, but this is Mary's interpretation. I like the shape of this, but I don't like the... Let's do it out of this instead. Let's cut it out of this. I think I like this better. Let's fold this in half. Maybe I'll make that other a flower pot. All right. There we go. There's a chair seat. I'm much happier with that. And of course my others are floating around because I'm just auditioning them, and they're getting bumped. Now I need some legs for my chair. Probably about the same size. do the two front ones and the bar across. Are you going to glue all these down there? I am. Alright, let's start gluing, because otherwise they're gonna fly all over the place. So, I still want these. I still want all of these. There's a flower. I just did a few flowers. I might have to do some more. Alright, I need some wax paper. Becky's gonna go take a shower. Just so you know where Becky is. Alright, now my glue stick. I'm just gonna use a glue stick. It's just a Society of Idea Collectors. We're just having fun with paper shapes. We're having fun with paper shapes this week. Dee Dee said, cut shapes out of a paper and create art with them. Well, she had circles and triangles and squares and I don't know what else she had, but my shapes are going to be according to my front porch scene here. So there, oops, didn't get that too glued too good. There. Now let's put one in. Let's do these next and then put the other line on there. So we're just gonna put these on, alternate them. This is kind of fun, I have to tell you. I might have to punch a few more. We'll see. My hands are sticky. I don't know any better way to do this. I want to get them glued. Sticking to my finger. My finger picked it up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I should have a wet towel out here. Let me moisten a towel, but my fingers get sticky. I'm interested to see how those spray bottles are going to work. I got them at Walmart. I showed them at the beginning of my video. I got them at Walmart. And I was hoping to find the little the 2-ounce spray bottles, but no, they changed their configuration all around, their shelving, and you usually get them in the travel section, but I couldn't find any of the 2-ounce ones. Dragonflies. Am I out of leaves? Got 2 more. That should do it. I might need one more. Oh, it's got to go the other way, Mary. I kind of like that. Oh, maybe I'll zoom in just a teeny bit so you guys can see it a little better. I don't know if that's any better or not. A little better. And we'll put this one up here and call it done. That one's got a little gap in there, but that's okay. Maybe I'll put a flower there. I don't know if I can. I think it's this one I need to pick up. Space it a little better. There we go. Now we're going to do the other porch railing. Like so. Help if I use the right side of my glue stick. There we go. Okay, I'm happy. Now my chair is going to go here and here. And then I got some legs for it here and here. And it has to have back legs sticking out there, but I got this more for a crossbar. So let's just glue it down. It's easier to work with it. And where I put it is where it's going to live. Sticky paper. Right in here, I think. This paper. Wash my hands off a little. Glue the seat down. Too good. I think I got enough glue on it, and then I don't. Maybe we'll put a kitty cat on this porch. Maybe that big yellow cat that walks by. He walked by the other day, just like he owned the place. And cut these in half for the back legs. Just like he owned it. There and there. I said, hello. He just looked at me like, what are you doing here, lady? This is my house. This is my porch. And I said, are you passing through? Did you come to say hello? Or are you just passing through? He walked on. and they've got it. This is our neighbor's. I think it's a neighbor's cat, and they've got a little dog, and he saw me out watering my flowers, and boy, he wasn't going to have anything of it. Now this chair doesn't have any arms yet. We'll put arms on it. We're going to put a crossbar here and maybe back there. And where's my scissors? Snip. And snip and glue, snip and glue. I'll do it until I'm through. I'm going to move it down a little. There. And here. Water bottle out. Clean the glue off of my fingers. Okay. We need one to go this way. One to go this way. All right, now it needs some arms. Ew. Might have to get out a clean towel. It needs some arms, so I'm just going to cut them out of strips too. And I don't know. This way, out a little. Cut it. There. Yeah, I think that'll work. Maybe. We'll see. There. And then a little thin piece, but the other one is going to kind of run behind the porch railing there. Let's do this one first. Janice says, very much under the weather. Good night, all. See you soon. Good night, Janice. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. That's important. Because if you aren't taking care of you, you can't take care of anybody else. These arms are a little weird. But maybe if I put a little, just glue it. A little piece here. It can't be on the seat, can it? It has to be under the seat. Maybe I should have put the arms on before I put the seat on. I need tweezers out. Let's stick Any other time it wouldn't be glued down. There. Ah, that's good enough. Now, how am I going to do this one? I think it needs to be a little bit thinner. We're going to put it behind the porch railing, like that. Yeah, all that, in fact, is going to come up. I swear I put enough glue on these things and it still doesn't. At least I can put my piece under it. Look, it's going to come up, which is a good thing. Let's pull it up this way. Up further. Right there. Alright, let's take this off and re-glue it. Come on. Not part of it got glued. Well, let's do this. Let's just run the glue stick on it. There we go. Now I got to... I'm liking it. Now it needs a little piece there. You cut a little piece to hold the arm onto the chair. And glue it. And we're just going to put it in here. That doesn't look good. Can I get this up? Can I get this up? Yes. Oh, that's how it's going to be. It's a chair. Now, let's take this and make it a flower pot. Right here. Let's make it, well, let's take these dragonflies, or this maybe, at the end. Or the dragonflies. I think maybe the dragonflies. He's going to be partially cut off unless I move him over. I could put it clear across. Do I like that? Yeah, that's how it's going to be. Cut it here. Just cut it a little larger and we'll trim trim it off. And that is going to go here. Maybe down. I'm involved in what I'm doing. I'm not watching too much chat. Mina says, but then again, it is looking more and more like Mary's front porch. I gotta keep at it. Look, I got a piece stuck on it. Piece stuck on it here. Right in. There. Now, oh, that's almost fits. Just put it so we'll just put it just like that. Just a little over. Trim it off. There. Give it a little trim here. Come on. And trim here. And a trim here. I'm going to put a cat on here. And I'm going to use this other one as a flower pot first. Where am I going to put the cat? I haven't decided. Maybe I'll put him in here, walking across the, right in here. He'll be in front of the chair. And I got 3 flowers. 1, I punched them out of color. 2, I don't know what happened to the other one. I might have to punch it again. What are you going to do with these, Mary? They're almost too big for the... I was thinking a swirl, a porch swirl. It could have almost have been the rug. A rug, but my page is too small, so this will be used on something else. I got this. I got these. Oh wait, here's the other one. So here, here, and here are going to be flowers. Maybe I'll put the cat in the chair. Maybe I'll put the cat in the chair. That's the best place for him. And then the little dragonflies are going to be around the edge. And we really need a swirl up here. Maybe that. Just as a decorative piece hanging from the, here, we'll put it this way, and it can be hanging from the ceiling. Alright. Let's do that next. So I'll have it done. And I can't go back and redecide. It's kind of hard to glue this after I've... and then stuff I don't want sticks to me, and the stuff I want to stick doesn't stick. It's kind of hard to glue this. I don't want to tear it. Hopefully that's glued enough. Now just to get it hanging. It'll probably all come up. Get off my finger. Well, let's put the flower pot on here. I don't know if this is what Dee Dee had in mind, if this is what Mary came up with. Look, I've got stuff stuck on my glue stick. And I need a yellow. I need to look in that book for a yellow picture or something. I'm going to draw a cat on it. And we're going to have him sitting in the chair. So here's the flower pot, and we need some stems, but let's see, maybe this. Half of that, pull it in half. Help! Hi! It'll stick to me, but not to the page. Let's get them off my fingers. Alright. So we're going to put it like so. And we'll put a flower on the end of it. Pushed my flowers off. There's one. I'll put a flower there. And maybe one coming that way. Oops. I think I'm getting more glue on the wax paper than I am on the flower stem. And a flower, and then we want one down below. I'll put that one right there, and this one we'll put down below. And I'm not going to put a stem on for him, he'll just be there. He's a second flower on that big stem. Okay, now some dragonflies and a cat, and I'll be done. So I didn't use all my shapes. Where's my towel? I don't know, I'll get another one. Darla said the chair is a good place for the cat. Mine made me lay down on my bed, so she kept walking hard across my lap. Walking hard across my lap and sitting on my laptop so I couldn't see the screen. She's getting awfully bossy. You know, I don't own a cat, but we used to have cats. My brother had cats, and you don't own them, they own you. Right? Is that a right assumption? I'm going to put some dragonflies in here. Of course, they're all, even though I washed my hands, I washed off my fingers. Everything sticks. That's because I'm rubbing the pieces across the glue stick and my fingers get sticky too. Come on. There. We'll put a dragonfly down here by the, his wing got down here, right? Down there. We don't have dragonflies, so this is just a fantasy piece. We have mosquitoes. I don't have any mosquito punches. I don't think they sell mosquito punches. We got millers, moths. We call them millers. Let's put one down here. There's another flower. You could put it down in here. Maybe on the other side. Yeah. Let's put him up in the corner. I kind of like that. I got 5 dragonflies on there. And let's put this other flower down. He belongs down here. Now I just have to do the kitty cat. And we're going to do him reminiscent of that cat that comes across my front porch and thinks he owns it. He crawled up in my lap one day, and I was moving my arm and I was going to pet him, and boy, he took a bite out of me. He thought I was going to kill him, I guess. Alright, we got some shapes left. I don't know what I'll do with them, but I didn't use them all. I've got to put some sanitizer on my hands here. Get that gluey off of them. Here's that other towel. It gets on your fingertips and then you can't do anything. Alright, I'm not going to save these. They're just in my way. Sorry. I might put these on an arcade. So we'll put them with this and this. Throw this away, save that, we'll save these. Throw these away. Save that. We still have to cut the kitty cat. Alright, let's see. Do I have anything here? Well, I got this, which is kind of a light greenish color. I want more of a yellow color. Let's see what that history book has. Let me get rid of all the scraps here. Scraps annoy me on my desk. I have to tell you, they annoy me because they just get in the way. Alrighty. We'll put these back in the book. Get the book out again. Whatever I I did with the book. You know, I don't have to do the history book. I have this yellow page that I saved paint off on when I did my postcard background. Out of my dictionary. Let's pull that out of my dictionary. What's on the back of it? Let's pull this page out. We can do a yellow cat out of that. And where's my history book? I'll put these pages back in my history book. This is just a little fun exercise. It's not meant to be a masterpiece. Alright, so we know my cat can't be too big. We want him to fit in the chair. So probably if I cut out a column here, and do we want him sitting up or laying down? Curled down, I think, would be the best. I can almost see him there. So let's draw him, and then if I don't like him, I'll redraw him on another piece. Am I going to use this? I guess I am. So let's cut off this black line. So he's going to be curled up like this. His tail's going to come around this way. His feet's kind of be stuck underneath of him, sort of. His tail this way. And his little head here. Oh, and he's got a white spot on his face. Is that big enough for the head? Maybe his neck needs to be a little narrower. Like that. And I guess his paws would be out something like that underneath of him. Something like that. That's good enough. Let's see if it'll fit in my chair. And then we'll draw him out a little. This is just the shape of his head and his neck and his back. What time is it? 10:30. Oh, you guys, I need to finish this up and call it a night because I'm going live at 4:30. So after I get done with this kitty cat, we're gonna put him up a little here, and maybe I'll put a I need a red line or maybe a white line there. And we're going to put him maybe right there. But I want to draw him out a little, and then I'll zoom in so you can see him better. Let's see. Let's give him a little nose. And little eyes in here. And his ears, like that. And his tail comes up this way. He's got a big bushy tail. And his little paws. That's good enough. Maybe something like that. And let's cut a, it could even be gold, a little snippet. Here, I want to divide up this chair. I think it has to be white. Let's do a white one. Let's cut it without big scissors. It might be too big. Too much. That's too wide. Thin it out a little. I want to put this here because I want to kind of break it up a little. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't belong there. Maybe it belongs down here. All right, let's get out the paste again. Paste him down. The cat who owns our front porch thinks he owns our porch. And he's gonna go right in here. Now I'll zoom in so you can see him a little better. I'm going to call it done. Let's put all this off to the side. It'll go in my scrap sack. And get my hands up cleaning. So what did I do tonight? I started by working on the postcard. I did Becky's Happy Mail. What else did I do? Oh, we told the story in Phibbsville. Oh, my hands are gluey. I worked on a Rolodex card. I scraped paint on the postcard. I can't remember everything I did until I go back and look at my... Oh, one last thing I have to do, and that's put it in my Society of Idea Collector book. And I don't think... Well, I could put it down. I could put it right there. I think I will. Now I need my tape. Honestly. It's horrible when you can't remember what you did an hour ago. But, you know, you get to working on stuff. I don't think... Oh, I was going to carve a safety pin tonight, but it's getting late. It's getting too late to do that. Because I need to get up at 4 tomorrow. So I need to go to bed. So after I get this put in, I'll come out and say goodnight. Date the page. Okay. Never mind, your page is dated. Yeah, it's dated up here, but I should date this too. Just for... July 23rd, 2021. Gosh, it feels like I should have done something else tonight. I did the haul, the Walmart haul. Feels like I should have done something else. I don't know. There it goes. That's the cat on the front porch chair. Sort of like our front porch. We have the railing here, but our railing has kind of swirls in it, like an S shape and an S shape, and then 2 bars in between. But I had those leaves punched out, and I thought they looked good. So maybe I'll use that as my thumbnail. So let me come out and say goodnight to everybody. Thank you, Darla. Mary, you did tons tonight. I can't remember the tons that I did, though. I know what I'm going to do tomorrow, so I'm not too worried about that. But I painted this tonight, and I did that Rolodex. I did the haul. We talked about the Phibbsville story. Wait, let me get my Rolodex card out here. I got my carving tools out. We rubbed Aladdin's lamp and we did a card that says, "Be a good finder, look for the good in others." We did that tonight. That's all, folks. Yeah, the story was fun, wasn't it? I did an index card. I did a Rolodex card. You like all the detail in this pic? Yeah, this is kind of fun. And you know what, you guys? I did not know what I was going to do until I had these shapes out. And then I thought front porch scene. And this back was originally the circle. And then, I cut the shape of the back into like a heart shape, and then made the little, I folded the circle in half, and then I cut the ends off here, cut a little slice in it. This was folded in half, and I cut the heart out. And this was originally a square. Well, I originally had this, but I decided to make that a flower pot. Well, let's see, who else? Debbie Wooten. Hi, Debbie. I think a red line would accomplish what you want. Yeah, I think so, a red line across there. But I threw all my scraps away. I don't think I have a red line. Well, hold the phone. I might have one right here. Let's make a red line just because. I think I can get a red line out of this. Let me throw these scraps away. And let's do it with tape. Let me cut this, trim this up a little. I don't want that white to show. I'm tired of the glue. I'm tired of the sticky fingers. We'll put the tape on it, and then I'll trim it down a little. Whoops. It's gonna have to, that wasn't all red. Let's take the other red. I cut from this side instead of that side. Where's my tape? Because I put the tape on the wrong side. Let's redo this. Oh, how can I make something so easy so hard? Tell me. Come on. Get the release paper off. I cut it from the back. I wouldn't have done that if I would have cut it from the front. There. Let me snip it off. It doesn't show much, but it maybe right in there. But it makes a difference, I think. It needs to be a brighter red, but I'm not going to fool with it all night. Come on, get out of there. Gotta get the release paper off now. Gotta get it up to my nose. Oh, the phone, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Alright. Use a white pen to line the top of the red line. Okay. I can go for that. Let's put it up a little then. Put my red line right there. Let's get out the white pen, which is behind me. That off. So the top of the red line is here. There we go. There it is. I can live with that. I wish they made these big pens in red, yellow, green, blue, brown. I like how these big pens work. I just like them a lot. I agree, Kathy AZ. What did Kathy say? Hi, Chris. What did Kathy say? Oh. Let's see. What did Kathy say? Did I miss it? Debbie said near it. Let's see. You missed the Fibsville story? It's in there someplace. What we did mostly was we made a suspect list. That's what we did. And I'm not done yet. Let's read the suspect list just for review. That took up some time. I gotta get it out because it's in that big fat book. Ah! I put it back in here. Our suspect list. This is mainly what we did. I reviewed everything that we did last week. And I think it was the week before too, wasn't it? Or a time before. This was our third week on this. But we got a suspect list, and the first one was Bandit. And then I put the motive over here. Well, we don't really know. We don't think Bandit really has a motive. We think he just found the billfold and thought it was a toy, Mina said. But, you know, who knows? Maybe Bandit was in a tree and heard him saying something nasty and jumped on his back or something. We don't know. But we have Bandit as a suspect. Bandit is our little kitty. The second one that was mentioned last week was someone who didn't want the Dr. Joshua to give him the COVID-19 vaccine, and the motive was rage or spite. The third suspect, we don't know who yet. We don't have a who. We just said, well, it's possible that somebody didn't want a vaccine. And it could have been accidental. Oops, that was the motive. Oops, he slipped. The third suspect was the lady in the paternity suit who wanted his insurance money, and her dad also wanted him dead. The fourth one. The fifth one was the lady's father. This lady's in the paternity suit, her father. The sixth suspect was his fiance, who found out about the paternity suit. The seventh suspect was our Johnny, our Johan, our motorcycle man, because Nina hired an attorney to represent Bandit, because Mina said Bandit couldn't have done that. So she says, I'm hiring a best attorney. And the attorney came to town and wanted to inspect the contents of the billfold that Bandit drug in. And inside that billfold, they found a picture of Destiny. And Johnny and Destiny are engaged. They haven't had their wedding yet. So Johnny could have been a suspect because, well, what was this? And the victim, our Joshua Charles Young is our victim, and he's Johnny's deadbeat half-brother. But you stop to think about it, he really not a deadbeat man because he's a doctor. So something in our story maybe needs a little changing in there. Maybe he used to be deadbeat, and I don't really, in my previous stories, I never really had Johnny as I'm not really sure about the deadbeat half-brother. But we do know that inside of the victim's wallet there was a picture of Destiny in there. Now, Allie Kay said, did Destiny know that he had a picture of her? And that's an unanswered question. That was a good question. Our eighth suspect was maybe it was Bigfoot. Maybe he was taking pictures of Bigfoot and scared Bigfoot, and Bigfoot attacked him or something. Because he's a Bigfoot enthusiast. Something went wrong in their encounter. The suspect also for Johnny may have been, maybe it's not a half-beat dead brother. I'm still a little bit iffy about that. We haven't written the story yet. We're just doing the plot. The ownership. He wanted part ownership of the TheMeriAtelier. I would rather say half a deadbeat cousin or something like that than a brother. Maybe he's a deadbeat cousin, but he's not really a deadbeat because he's a doctor and he owns a cabin in the mountains and he's a people person. I can't see him as quite being deadbeat. So I'm not so sure on that one. And then our ninth suspect was maybe it was a suicide. Maybe he jumped. But why would he have jumped? We don't know. I got to think about this story a little bit more about the deadbeat half-brother, what's going to happen next. And, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to put this all together. So that was our synopsis of what we did tonight. Good night, Rhonda. Okay, everybody, I'm going to call it a day. Speculation does not hold up in court. Proof is needed. Bandit's lawyers have been pretty clear about that. Thank you, Mina. That's true. Mina says Bandit is innocent, and I'm gonna defend him to my last breath. But what did Bandit know? I still think Bandit might have been up in the tree and listening in, and maybe Bandit jumped on him and scared him and he slipped and fell. Now that would not make Bandit a murderer. That would be like a deer running in front of your car and making you go in a ditch and crashing your car. That doesn't mean your deer had motives to kill you. It was just being a deer. Good night, Darla. Good night, Debbie. Well, we still have to straighten out the story in parts yet, but I think it's been fun to do. All right, everybody, I'll be back on at 4:30 this morning, and we're going to do a video hop, but I'm going to do a live stream to introduce our video hop. So have a great weekend if I don't see you until Sunday night. Remember, Saturday night, Beth Schuler comes on Saturday nights.